Welcome back, everyone, to the Lamppost SMP server. This episode, I don't know what it is. I'm not keeping track. It's my own episode, too. Anyway, what's this? Blue beacons? Banners? New doors? New tab? Yeah, we upgraded to 1.8. We finally did it, and we're on the release, so there's a few bugs. I think the comparator on the Iron Paper doesn't work anymore, but they're obviously going to fix that soon. And yeah, I've been busy changing out some of the doors and making my buildings look more like, and also gave this museum a name, the Hostile Museum. And compared by the title on the screen, you can probably tell what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be working on the museum mostly today, because I have some news about it. I've added some more cages. This is for a chicken, not a chicken jockey, a spider jockey, if I ever get one. This is where the dragon egg is probably going to be. And I just added some other cages, and I also caught a witch. And here I added some signs. This is a witch. They are rare. You don't see one very often. You can spawn, no, they can spawn in witch huts. But in 1.7, they can spawn anywhere. Her name is Witch. Ultrasonic was in a rush. Yeah, I wasn't really creative with the name, so I decided just to name her Witch with a capital W. I was thinking about making the cage go one more block up, because her hat's kind of in the way, you can't see the hat. But then again, all the cages will be in the same level, and I kind of give some cages character, like make these long and short. I think that gives the building just a little bit more character to it, to each cage. And also have an update about this museum. You see here, there was one chicken jockey. Oh, by the way, I'm putting the broken. They're going to get fixed soon. I think there's one, and there's none. Yeah, there used to be one here, but when we upgraded it, he died for some reason. They both got teleported out of the museum, but luckily, he wanted to go to a villager, so he stayed alive. And how I knew the other guy died is because right next to him was rotten flesh and raw chicken. So somehow they must have suffocated or something. So that sucks. Lost a name tag and a pretty nice. Kind of sad now. I also have some other news about the museum. You see here, there's a block missing, and I can replace that. Because when you silk touch mushrooms in 1.8, you get the actual mushroom block, which means these blocks don't exist anymore. You can never get a block that has this texture on all sides. Which means there's no way I can place this block. I don't know how it broke. Must have been maybe someone accidentally did it, but anyway, it's not that important in who did it or how. The important thing is I can't replace it. So that means I might have to take off the entire wall and replace it with another block just because of this one little block missing, which really, really sucks. I always like the mushroom block look, the texture on this building. It looks really cool, I think. Oh yeah, you may have noticed, on here I have banners of, it basically looks like the banner in my channel. Like it has the lightning bolt and the kind of like dark red colors, and oh, that's a pretty bad bug. And I put these banners on all of the shops and buildings that I own and I created, just so people know that it's my shop, and just so that they know who they are paying the money to. Now I'm going to show you real quick how to craft that. And yeah, my redstone door is not being very nice to me today. 1.8 update is pretty laggy on servers. So all you need is a yellow banner, some bone meal, and some red dye. Then you take the yellow banner and you put a line there, and a line there. I think it's on this corner, one on this side, and then just bone meal all around it. And that is the banner. Actually, the rainbow could have been facing the other way around, but I don't know. That's basically how you craft it, just in case if you're curious for some reason. So you may be wondering, what are we going to do in the museum today? Well, in this room right here, this room is going to be the exhibit room, where you basically can learn about blocks and items in the game, and it teaches you about them in case there's some stuff about that sort of block or item that you didn't know before, so you can have just a little bit more knowledge about Minecraft. So that's what we're going to be working on today, as I already said. And there should probably be a wall here, maybe. I kind of think it would look way better if it's open. That's probably a smarter idea. So, what block is this going to be, though? I haven't thought of that yet. Let me think about this one. I have done some thinking, and I have realized that this room is going to be what I originally planned, learning about new blocks and items in the game, like I recently added in one of the newest updates. So that means when 1.9 comes out, and we upgrade to 1.9, I'm going to start showing 1.8 stuff, and then I'm going to start showing 1.9 stuff. But I decided the block I'm going to do for the first month is going to be the new banners, because they're pretty cool, and I think they're worth mentioning. So I just kind of figured out in my head how I want the layout to be. I want to put some 9 item frames right here, and then an item frame right there to show the crafting recipe and how to craft a banner. So it's going to try to teach you everything about a banner. And now let's put a banner on this side to show that's what you get. Maybe it should be one block closer, but then it might get a little confusing. I think that's good. I'll have some signs to explain some things. And I have a cauldron. Put that there because cauldrons can actually be used for banners to take out the last step you did. So let's place down some signs. What should I say? I now finished the room, and it was hard to put in all the things about banners in this one tiny room. But I managed to do it, and I'll read all the signs for you. The new banners were first added into the game in the 1.8 snapshots that can be crafted using the recipes shown in the above. They can be a nice addition to your house as a painting, flag, or just a banner. And this is a recipe how to make a banner, and each item frame represents each box in the crafting table, and this spot represents what you get at the end. You know, I should put an arrow there instead of a equal sign. That probably made more sense. Here, let me just do that real quick. Oh yeah, by the way, I turned mob sounds and friendly creatures off, so you don't hear the zombie and the villager in the background, because that's probably gonna get annoying pretty fast. There are next fence, and let's do that on this side as well. There. And now let's read more signs. Banners can go on the ground and on the wall. They also can go through blocks depending on where the hitbox is. So right here, the hitbox is right down here, and since there's no hitbox up there, which means blocks can go through this, so right there it looks like that could be like as a printer or maybe a typewriter, and the hitbox is up here because it's on the wall, and it can go through blocks here as well, which is pretty cool. It'd be nice for a decoration as maybe a paper or something. And if you right click a cauldron while holding a banner, it takes away the last step that was added to that banner, and takes away some of the water in the cauldron in the process. And that's exactly what it does. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to waste a banner. Well, I guess I could. I mean, let's test out this American flag just to show you guys. So if I click this on this cauldron, it takes away some of the water, and you see the blue is now gone because that was the last step. That would be pretty useful if you actually make a mistake and you don't remember what the recipe was. And now let's go to this wall. You can add your pattern. You can add patterns to your banner and decorate it in the process. There are many crafting recipes using any kind of dye. All recipes can be found in the Minecraft wiki. Now it's gonna be hard to read these signs, but I probably can because they'll fall up. Here is one of many of the recipes you can craft. This one creates a point pointing downward. The recipe can get very complicated. The amount of steps you can put on each banner goes up to 6. There's one of the recipes, and there's plenty of other recipes, and this is the last thing you have to read. When combining recipes together, you can make some really cool patterns, like these 3, of the American flag, a flower, and Spider-Man, the comic book version. Yeah, these are pretty cool. I made these 3 myself, and yeah, that's pretty cool. So, this room is done, and overall, the museum is done. The only thing you need to do is fix this lighting of these torches, and add exhibits. Oh yeah, that block's still broken, and I accidentally broke this block when I was making a sign, because axes break mushroom blocks really fast. I'm gonna turn my mobstones back on because it sounds super quiet. There, that sounds better. Okay, some noise in the background, it's good. I now wrote in the book on how to use the museum for the payment and all that stuff, and I am now gonna read it right now. I called it How It Works. You must pay 1 diamond per every visit to the Hostile Museum in the payment chest. That's if you are not at a lifetime membership. And if you go to the next page, we see here it says lifetime membership. If you always want to get in for free, you must buy a lifetime membership which costs 18 diamonds. Sign in book and quill to confirm the... Wait a minute. Some of the letters were cut off. That's a 1.8 bug. I'm gonna have to redo that book. Oh, that sucks. Well, it just said to confirm the purchase, and also it looked nicer on the side. And this is the book and quill I was talking about. Right here, lifetime membership. Put in name and date. Example, my name, your name, date, and then the date right there. So that's kind of how it works. And you put in the payments in there, and it goes down. This is a hopper, which goes down to a chest down there. And now I just put a sign up here that tells you a new exhibit every month. Now I'm gonna have to change out these blocks. I've kind of been procrastinating on that, but I think I'm getting close to ready on that. But I might have to redo this book. Maybe I should do it in the 1.8.2, so then that bug probably will be fixed by then. I'm gonna have to take out these blocks. Okay, here it goes. Here goes the museum. It's really sad to see this place go. These blocks look pretty nice. But maybe the new stone will look cool. That doesn't look too bad. Actually, that looks pretty cool. Oh, now that still looks dark. Which I probably should have expected that. That doesn't look too bad. That looks pretty good for the quartz. But now it looks too... Now the building looks too white. No, it doesn't look like it from the outside. How about the inside? Oh, that looks the worst. So it looks like we are doing granite for this building. I am actually going out to get more of the granite because I actually ran out. So now I'm in one-play terrain collecting the granite, and I want to get some andesite because that stuff is pretty cool. I like it. And here's some granite. I'm gonna need probably at least another stack and a little bit more for other future projects. So I'm probably gonna be here for a little while collecting some more of this stone. I know I placed all the blocks with granite, and it's looking pretty nice. Well, the mushroom blocks did look better than this, but this still looks pretty nice. It still gives off that museum feeling. I mean, if you look at this building, you're gonna see that it's some kind of town hall-y museum-like structure. And I also want to show you something else. I added in these carpets because mobs could spawn in some areas, and I also got rid of all the torches. And I tested it all out. This whole entire place is mob-proof, which is always good. But although I feel like there's too many redstone lamps everywhere. It looks kind of like a redstone lamp museum. I just realized that just now. Maybe let's replace these with glowstone, or I don't know. It just looks a little too. The roof looks really weird. It's because I need to light the roof. I might do a covering to cover that up. You know what? That's probably a good idea. I now put a covering on the inside of the roof, and I gotta tell you, it looks pretty good. It looks just that much better. It doesn't look like this place is filled with nothing but redstone lamps. But I think that's gonna wrap up this episode of the Lamppost SMP server. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.